Okay, welcome to this month's Masterclass video lesson. Today I thought we'd have a look at some broken beat drum patterns. Very simple broken beat 101. I've had people ask me about this, so I wanted to share some of the theory behind it. Whenever I'm performing or in studio, it's a very intuitive process, and I'm just kind of, without thinking about the theory or the kind of academia behind it, I'm just kind of creating what I feel, which is ideally where you want to get to. And, I want to hopefully provide some tools where you can take away some of these ideas and try them out and see what comes. So to keep it kind of visually informative, I want to work on Ableton today. Let's have a look at this. So the first drum pattern I have here is very simple. Kick, snare, and hat. Everything is just dead on the beat. If I was to copy over the hi-hats to every eighth note, we'd have a standard eight-note rock beat. So it's a very simple kind of pattern. Just to get a kind of more of a genre vibe going, I've added a little disco conga loop. And then also an electronic kit on top. Oftentimes when I'm programming drums, and if I'm using breaks sounds, like sounds sampled off breaks off records, because I like that kind of that grittiness, sometimes I'll layer on top with a clean electronic kit to kind of give it more of a beefed up sound. Okay, so if we go back to our original pattern, and the whole thing with broken beat is that rhythmically it's about the syncopation, and the syncopation in this case really relies on the 16th notes. So we're getting these anchor points, the kicks and the snares, and moving them to syncopated points of the rhythm, so the anchor becomes stronger in a more unexpected place. So for example, if I take the beat 2 snare drums and move them all 1/16th note earlier, straight away we've got a bit of vibe happening there in the rhythm. If I take the beat 4 snare drums and bring them a 16th earlier, we could take that a step further and take these beat 3 kick drums and bring them a 16th earlier. So we're getting all these different kind of rhythm personalities just by moving these kind of anchor point drum sounds, the really strong downbeat kicks and snares, into syncopated positions. So then if we come down to this one, here I've got kick, kick, snare, snare, right on the beat. Right, very simple. So if we took the beat 2 kicks and bring them a 16th earlier, and if we take the beat 4 snares and bring them a 16th earlier, so these points of rhythm where you expect them to land in the obvious place, now the obvious place is somewhere new. Get a little hi-hat vibe going on there. Now if I kind of take out those kicks and snares which are syncopated, giving it the broken kind of flavor, then the hi-hat should still be carrying that rhythm for us. You can see in the bottom the velocities, the hi-hats which are landing where the snares were, their full velocity. So we're creating like an ebb and a flow with the rhythm, like a push and a pull basically. Little percussion in there. Got the electronic kit in there. So if we take these two different rhythm patterns we've got, the first one, which is that kind of disco-y house, almost a house vibe. Whoop, we don't actually have it like that because I was messing around with it. So let me just put everything back where it belongs. Hey, there we go. And then the new beat. So, we have these two rhythms that are, very, very similar and from pretty much the same origin, but we just kind of moved things around a bit and made different points of the groove the accent, or put the weight in different places. And we're getting a whole different characteristic here. So then if I was going to be, messing around with a music vibe, putting bass and keys in, those two different drum grooves are going to make me do very different things. If we take a look at this third one here. Hey, what do we got here? Let's have a look. Yeah, I like that too. So if we just had a look at just this part here. Let's have a look at the kicks, having a look at the kicks and the snares here. You can see that the first bar, the first snare is anticipated. The second one lands right on beat 4. But then the second bar is like an answer to that. So the first snare is anticipated, and the beat 4 snare is anticipated with an answer. Then bar 3 is the same as bar 1. And then bar 4 is similar to bar 2, but it's a slightly different answer because the second snare is on the 8th instead of the 16th. Have a listen. So hopefully that makes some sense to you and gives you a few ideas how you might like to approach rhythms. I'd suggest if you like to make beats on the screen and you want to try something new, then just program up what you know, and then just start to move things around a bit and just see what happens. As we demonstrated earlier, just moving the kicks and snares gives you a whole different vibe, right? So just start playing around and just see how it feels to you, and yeah, have some fun with it. Let me know if you have any questions, and that's about it for today. Take care out there. Speak to you soon. Peace.